Ha ha! It's the Jester Midday News. Well, thereabouts. I'm getting in practice for when I got my studio bill. How is everyone today? So a number of things I just want to comment on quickly. It's not going to be a very long one, only about a few minutes or so, he says, and then it ends up going on too long. So there's a few things you need to know about, right, okay, that's been going on for the last couple of days. I'm not going to stick all the links in the dupers because it's all over bloody Twitter and you're going to be able to find it if you just go and have a look. Go and have a look, right? I'm not doing all the work for you, right, okay. However, right... I mean, if it wasn't so awful, and it is awful, some of it, but you can't, what are you going to do with it? What else is there to do with it apart from laugh? Right? Because it's just madness incarnate, right? So what should we start off with? Where should we go first? Do you want to do Kirsty Allplop? Or Wibbling Ague? Let's do Wibbling Ague, now. Oh, William Hague. And the important still hit the waiter. William Hague, right? Who's about as privileged as you get. Let's be honest, old Wibbling Ague. And Wibbling Ague was one of, and the other one was Caroline Noakes, right? Noakes for the folks, as somebody calls her. No, Noakes for the blokes. That's right. Noakes for the blokes, as somebody calls her. Right? They've got these two talking heads. Not even sure it's them. It may be AI, and they've just been generated. And they're both sitting at home going, "What the hell's going on? I don't remember saying that. How much Chablis did I have last night?" Caroline, put the bottle down and go to bed. William, no more port. Right. Wait, the Radio Times did this. The Radio Times, and then suddenly you've got these talking heads. Well, it's important that gender, and gender, these people are in our society now, and gender, and gender, and gender. It's like, you're conservators. What the hell is wrong with you? Right? You sound like the Liberal Democrats. Go and join them. Stop wasting our time. You pair of nut jobs. Absolutely extraordinary. Just popped up out of nowhere from the Radio Times. I didn't even know the Radio Times still existed. Oh, there's still people that sit there and go, "This week I'm going to watch." Like my grandmother used to. You see what's on Wednesday? What? Emmerdale. Radio Times. I didn't even know it existed anymore. So first of all, you had that, and then Wibbling Noakes, right? And then there was an interview with Noakes, which you just have to see to believe. And where she threw every woman in the country under a bus. These people are surreal. Absolutely surreal. She said, well, it's a very, very rude and not nice way to talk about trans women as being male. And what was even more glorious was that less than a few hours later, Elon Musk's changed the bloody policy on misgendering. I mean, it feels to me like we're on the, we've just gone over the top of the roller coaster of this ridiculous nonsense we're all involved in, and you're getting that, ooh, before we hit the bump at the bottom, here we go again, back uphill. Oh, God, it was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And then there's some TV personality, I can't even remember her name now. No, is that Kirsty Allsop? Am I getting confused? Yeah, no. Yeah, that's Kirsty Allplop, isn't it? But Noakes is the one for blokes in the Parliament, isn't it? Yeah. Women's Inequality Committee, run by somebody that neither understands women or equality. Oh, I can't, my heart. It may give out. It may give out at any moment. So Kirsty Allplop, even worse. She's been on a rant for about the last 24 hours. I don't know why. Somebody suspended her contract or something. This is a woman who goes around bothering other people in their houses, if I remember rightly. Homes under the hammer. And this one here, which nobody in the country can afford unless you're middle class. It's even got a door. It's one of those silly reality programs, isn't it, what people watch, right? So Kirsty Allplop, right, has made the most extraordinary claim that there is a dark humour in having your breasts removed. Right, when she compared it to two people she knew who'd had their breasts removed for medical reasons. So she's comparing the removal of breasts for medical reasons, which is a necessity to save that person's life, in which point I imagine that there is gallows humour involved. I've been ill. I know what gallows humour is. The doctor knows what gallows humour are. We all know what gallows humour is. But she's saying that you can find humour in the non-required cosmetic removal of the breasts of teenage girls. Kirsty Allplop, right? That's abhorrent. You're revolting, stupid woman. Terrible. But what are you going to do other than laugh? That she's that dumb. I'm not laughing at what she said. I'm laughing at her, right? That dumb. That dumb to think you can compare you can compare breast cancer with the removal for cosmetic reasons of the breast of young girls. Absolutely extraordinary. And then we've got Channel 4. That thing's still doing the rounds, isn't it? They've got one. They've actually got a clip of it now going around with a trans man talking about the pump in his bollock. Well, not his bollock, is it? It's talking about the pump that pretends to be a bollock. That makes his sleeve point in a different direction on national television without telling the story. And Malcolm Clark's done an expose of that. And as usual, Malcolm Clark has hit the nail on the head. What are they doing? Normalising this, okay? It's not normal. Right? It's not normal. I don't wish you any harm, but it's not normal. There's something wrong with you. Right? You've done what you could to fix it. Fine. That's fine. But we need to stop it from ever happening again because we now know that the damage is too great at the other end. It is utterly beyond me. And then you've got to add to that the fact that we've got, Michelle Loose Lips at the DFE, who doesn't seem to be able to make a declarative statement about gender identity in the classroom. It's not difficult. The first thing you do is this, right? Here's the plan. This is the plan for schools. Send a message to all head teachers, because I understand you've got access to them. She said at one point she didn't have access to teachers. Was that her as well? I forget. But, it's quite simple. You said, right, please note, the QT plus are not anything to do with the LGB. Do not use them in conjunction, right? That's how they do it first, right? Then every provider that's eking its living out of this, that has to go in, isn't allowed to include the LGB in the same thing as the QT. How about that for a start? Okay, and then you just have to say gender identity ideology doesn't exist and we're on our way. So there you go. What a strange beginning to a day. Oh, and there's some lunatic making threats that's going to be in trouble. I just can't believe it's all happening. Can't believe it's all happening, but it is, okay? And then we've got a young man from Birmingham who's having a terrible time of it from these QT nutters, right? Because he doesn't believe that men can get pregnant. Well, you don't have to believe it, it's a fact. But they've cancelled his shows. So if you can find him, and find somebody who'll give him a show. I said, might be somebody in the village would like to offer him a spot, If they really want to get rid of the TQ+, let's start the fight. And it's also worth remembering that we have the situation in Belfast, which is now unfolding, with that bar where the person who worked for the bar headbutted a gay man, has now been arrested under caution. Cautioned and arrested does not mean given a caution, right? Let's just get that straight. You don't walk in a bar and go, right, I'm cautioning you without any investigation. You're guilty. Sod it. Sod the law. Sod due process. Caution in this case means you have the right to, arm bearers and the right to bear arms. Whatever the hell it is you want to do. That bit where they say that thing, So he's been cautioned in that respect, and it means it's going to be a continuing investigation. It was worthwhile bars and other places, particularly that are providing services to the public, such as restaurants, and anything else that's available in anywhere whatsoever, might want to think very carefully about what happened there and why it happened, because obviously the legal activities that are occurring are going to hurt you far more than they're going to hurt me. There'll be another call out for people who have been excluded from bars and Pride and etc. in the next week or two as we move this forward. But other than that, listen, have a fantastic day. I'm going to go for a wander. The sun's great. I'm tired. I need a break. I'm going to go and have one. So I'm going to go and have some ice cream somewhere, which I shouldn't do, but I'm going to do it because I don't care. I'm that kind of man. I'm a dangerous fella. All right, you lot, have fun. I'll see you later. Bye.